Hello friends, welcome back to Easy to Learn Tech and thank you for watching all my previous video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to talk about some of the error codes of Samsung DC inverter split type, cassette type and ceiling type. And it can be 12,000 BTU, 18, 24 and 36,000 BTU. These are the some of the error codes, and for the list one you can check in the description. Already I have provided link. You can check another list and you can watch that video and you can do the troubleshooting for your Samsung DC inverter air conditioning. Without wasting the time, let's start our video and see the error E422. When you see a error E422 or your LED 1 on, LED 2 is on and LED 3 is off, it means it's an error of EEV or wall close error self-diagnostic. First of all, you have to check these 4 points. Check the position of indoor EVA in sensor if it is normal or not. If it is not in the normal place, place it in the normal place. Then you have to check the pipe cracks if the pipe is cracked or not. Then you have to check in your outdoor if the EVV wall is connected properly or not. And then at last you have to check the refrigerant was charged properly or not. And if you will see the troubleshooting process, first of all check the EVV wall operation. If your EVV wall connection is normal, then you have to put the power off and again you have to restart your unit and you have to check the sound of EVV wall. If it makes some of little bit sound, it means your EVV wall is working. If it doesn't make the sound, it means EVV wall is faulty. Then you have to replace the EVV wall. Then you have to check the pressure of the refrigerant. If the pressure of the refrigerant is not normal, it means there is a leakage and you are getting this error due to the refrigerant leakage. And if you will see the refrigerant is also okay, then you have to change the outdoor PCB and again you have to start. If your system work, it means the fault was in our outdoor PCB. If again it's not getting start, then you have to change the indoor PCB and your unit will be in working condition. When you see error E440 or E441 in your outdoor unit, or your LED 1 will be on and LED 2 will be blinking and LED 3 will be off, it means it's a operation condition section. It means providing operation cooling error for heating or provided operating condition error for cooling. In some of the cases in our cold climate area or hot climate area, we get this error. To solve this error, you have to check your outdoor condenser coil and outdoor area. First of all, when you operate your air conditioning, restart your unit. If the operation condition for the section error appears again, it means the heating, if it is in heating mode, the outdoor temperature is over 40 degrees Celsius or under minus 30 degrees Celsius. And if you put on the cool mode and if you see the outdoor temperature is under minus 70 degrees Celsius, it means the temperature condition is too poor to operate. Wait until the temperature is changed and your unit will be working. When you see error E461 or your LED 2 is blinking, it means it's a compressor starting error. First of all, you have to check the connection of your UVW or running start and common, and you have to check the connection if the connection is good or not. If your connection is good, then it means there is another fault. Then you have to see and you have to download the EEPROM data in your outdoor PCB. After downloading, if you start and again if it's showing the same error, it means you have any other problem. Then you have to check the compressor body and interface of your UVW or running start common. If your resistance and your body is okay, then you have to change the outdoor PCB, and if you change the outdoor PCB and your unit is working, it means your outdoor PCB was faulty. And after changing the outdoor PCB, even if it is not working, it means your compressor is interior melt. You have to change the compressor and your unit will be in working condition. When you see error E462 or your LED 1 and LED 2 is blinking and LED 3 is on, it means current sensor error or input current sensor error. At that time you have to check the PFC shunt and IPM shunt resistance value if it is correct or not. If it is not correct, then you have to change the outdoor PCB and your unit will be in working condition. When you see error E467 or your LED 1 and LED 3 will be on and LED 2 will be blinking, it means compressor wiring miss error or rotation error. To sort out this issue E467, you have to see the error for the E461 and you can follow the process and you can solve the troubleshooting and your unit will be working. When you see error E469 or your LED 1 is on, LED 2 and 3 is blinking, it means DC link voltage sensor error. First of all, you have to check the connection between reactor wire and PCB. Try to connect it properly. After connecting, again you restart the unit, and if again it's showing the same error, then you have to check the voltage of your reactor wire A, in the normal operation mode, and the normal range should be 280 volt DC to 320 volt DC. And if the voltage is not perfect, then you have to check the power input. Even if your power input is okay, then you have to check the sensing voltage B is normal in operation mode. Normal range should be 0.2 volt DC to 4.8 volt DC. And if you are not getting this voltage, then you have to exchange your outdoor PCB. And if you exchange the PCB and even if it is not working, then you have to check the insulation of your reactor. And if the insulation reactor is not good, then you have to change the reactor and your unit will be in working condition. When you see error E470 or E471, or your LED 1 will be off and LED 2 will be on and LED 3 will be off, or either LED 1 will be on, LED 2 will be off and LED 3 will be blinking. At that time you can understand it's a EEPROM data error or OTP error EEPROM data same error. At that time you have to do one thing. You have to power off your unit and download EEPROM data or insert the EEPROM service IC in your outdoor PCB, and again you have to restart the unit. And after when you restart the unit, if the error occurs again, then you have to exchange the PCB of your outdoor and your unit will be in working condition. When you see error E472, it means AC0 cross signal error, or your LED 1 will be on, LED 2 will be on, and LED 3 will be blinking, and it means AC0 cross signal error. At that time you have to restart your unit and you have to check if the error is coming again or not. If the error is coming again, directly change the outer PCB and your unit will be in working condition. When you see error E474, at that time your outdoor LED will be blinking, LED 1 will be blinking, LED 2 will be blinking, and LED 3 will be on. It means heatsink sensor error. When you see error E500, or your LED 1 and LED 1 is blinking and LED 2 is on and LED 3 is off, it means heatsink over temperature error. At that time you have to check the screw of your PVA heatsink if it is thoroughly tight or not. If it is not tight, you have to tighten the screw properly, and you have to check the fan operation if it is normal or not. If your fan operation is not normal, then you have to check the connection of your fan motor, or you have to change the fan. Or even if all these are okay, then if it is showing the error again, then you have to change the outdoor PCB and it will be in working condition. When you see error E488, or your LED 1 is on, LED 2 and 3 is blinking, it means AC input voltage sensor error. At that time you have to check the connection of your reactor wire and PCB if it is connected properly or not. You have to connect it properly, and again you have to restart. You can restart in cool or heat mode, and again if it is showing the same error, then you have to check the voltage of your reactor in normal operating mode. The normal range should be 0.2 volt DC to 4.8 volt DC, and if it's not showing the voltage correctly, then you have to change the PCB. And if the voltage is correct, then you have to check the reactor insulation if it is damaged or not. If it is not damaged, again you have to change the auto PCB and you have to check if it is working or not. Even if it is not working, then you have to change the reactor and your unit will be in working condition. When we see error E556, or our LED 1 is blinking and all two LED is off, it means it's a capacity mismatch error. This can occur normally when we change our indoor capacity if it is 12,000 BTU and outdoor is 18, or indoor is 18 and outdoor is 12,000 BTU. When the capacity of our indoor and outdoor changes, that time we get this error. At that time you have to change the indoor. If the capacity is not perfect, you have to change the indoor or outdoor exact model specification. Even if it's showing the same error, then you have to reset the option code again in your indoor unit, and you have to match the capacity of your indoor unit and download the EEPROM data. If the capacity mismatch shows again, then you have to exchange the outdoor PCB and indoor PCB and your unit will be in working condition. For more error codes and solution, you can check the description. Already I have provided link for list one of our error code, and even I have provided optional setting for 12,000 BTU and 18,000 BTU.